I give him all my love.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a drugstore dupes video. I haven't filmed one of these for my channel in over a year, and I think it's time. I have 7 things that I have dupes for, so hopefully you guys are interested, and if you want to find out what these 7 affordable drugstore dupes are, then please keep watching. So these types of videos are really fun for me to watch because it's a great way to save money, and it's also a great way to hear reviews on some products that are very much comparable. So the first thing I wanted to share with you guys today is a cream highlight. So the higher end version comes from MAC, and these are called their cream color base. These are supposedly cream eyeshadows, but they tend to crease on me. Considering the price tag is over $20, I do not think it's worth it to use it as a cream eyeshadow base, but they're beautiful as face highlights. But again, they're in that $20-some price range, which don't worry, I'll make sure to link below the prices to everything I mentioned from the higher end to the drugstore dupe as well. But these MAC things are expensive, and I have found a beautiful cream highlight that is definitely worth it, and it will not break the bank, and that is the Super Shock Cheek from Colourpop. This color in particular, Wisp, is my favorite, so I thought I would mention it because it's a beautiful champagne light golden undertone. It complements pretty much any skin tone. I think it's very universally flattering, and these are either $5 or $6 a piece. Definitely a lot cheaper than the MAC ones, at least a quarter of the price. So I wanted to mention that, and I feel like you get a lot more product. The Colourpop ones come with 4.2 grams. And the MAC one has 3.2 grams, so you're actually getting a whole gram more, and it's a quarter of the price. So definitely check out Colourpop if you have not. Very, very impressed. And the best part is that their cream highlight works as an eyeshadow cream base, as an eyeshadow on its own. I'm actually wearing it today on the center of my lid, just to kind of brighten, give a little more pop to the eye look. And it doesn't crease, it actually stays all day. It kind of sets once you've placed it. It dries and it sets, but it doesn't crease. And it also does not fade, so go for Colourpop and skip on MAC. So this next one, I feel like I've kind of beaten it dead. I've mentioned it so many times, but I had to include it in this video because it is a drugstore dupes video. Some of you might be new to my channel. You may have not heard of me mentioning it before, so that's why I'm going to mention it now. And that is the new L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. The pink packaging screams Too Faced better than sex. The wand screams Too Faced better than sex, and the product is very much identical to the Too Faced better than sex mascara, except that this one doesn't get quite as clumpy. I feel like it's easier to apply the mascara, to kind of comb it through your lashes. This product adds thickness to your lashes, it lengthens, it adds drama, it amplifies them, but it's really easy to take it off. And I really do feel that this is one of the best drugstore mascaras that holds a curl a lot longer than any of the other drugstore mascaras I've tried in the past. This is under $10. Even the sample size from Too Faced is $12, so you're still saving getting the nice drugstore alternative. Next up is a blush. I've mentioned this before as a favorite. I really do enjoy this product, and it's the NARS blush in Madly. It's a really pretty light, soft, kind of neutral mauve pink. It's described as seashell pink both on the Sephora website and the NARS website, but I have found a nearly identical dupe from the drugstore that's under $10 and that I love it just as much, if not more. And that is the Revlon Powder Cheek Blush in Naughty Nude. I love the name. As you'll see in the swatch, it's a little bit more shimmery, it's a little bit more peachy pink and a little less neutral mauve. But I feel like once it's placed onto your actual skin, onto your cheeks, it doesn't look any different. I feel like they're very, very comparable. And again, this is under $10, whereas the NARS one is closer to $30. This is much more affordable, just as beautiful, just as easy to apply and blend out. If you are looking for a nice, creamy, easy to blend out blush from the drugstore, I highly recommend Naughty Nude. Though I do love NARS, I do recommend you checking out NARS. I think NARS is an amazing, amazing brand from packaging to product, but sometimes we don't have that money. Sometimes we're on a budget. So definitely check out Revlon. I feel like this brand is often overlooked at the drugstore, and lately I've been finding a lot of hits from this particular brand at the drugstore. Alright, so let's talk lips. I recently picked up the newer lip liners from Maybelline. These are their Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liners, and this one in particular, the shade number 105 Nude Whisper. It's a really pretty neutral nude. I'm wearing it right now. It's the kind of lip liner that not only applies really easily, very creamy, but then it sets, it dries down, and it definitely stays. So I love using these kinds of products as an all-over lip color in place of a lipstick, because sometimes lipsticks can get slippery, and I feel like they'll start to fade fade throughout the day, whereas these little guys, very comparable to liquid lipsticks in that sense because they'll set and stay. And I have really been enjoying these Color Sensational shaping lip liners from Maybelline. I have a few other shades, but I thought I would mention it today as a dupe for a much pricier lip lining pencil. And that is the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip Lip Liner. This one is in the shade 1C, and it's a pretty comparable shade to this one from Maybelline, but this is not retractable. This is not quite as creamy, and you have to sharpen it, which I find kind of a nuisance. I'd rather not spend that $20 and spend $7 or $8 and get this one from Maybelline. I just find it a lot better, easier to use, and it's just as long wearing. I'm not saying that the Makeup Forever Aqua Lips are no good. They're great, they're awesome, but this is the only one I purchased. I like it, the color is fantastic, but it's not the kind of product that I would necessarily want to fork over that money time and time again. I'd rather just hop into my drugstore and pick up Maybelline or NYX or something like that. It's a lot more affordable and I can pick up a lot more colors. So, plus the fact that this one, the drugstore one, is a retractable pencil wins everything in my book because I just don't have the patience to sharpen and deal with that. Just you know why. So next I have powder highlights. The high-end version comes from Laura Geller, and I've mentioned this guy on my channel I don't even know how many times because I do love it. It's definitely a favorite, and this is the Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey, a beautiful gilded gold that applies so incredibly wet on the skin. It looks luminous, glowy, and definitely intense. If you're looking for that attention-grabbing highlight that's super duper intense, pick up any of the Gelato Swirl Illuminators from Laura Geller, but you can also apply a makeup setting spray to your brush before applying the product, or simply set your face with a makeup setting spray, and before it's completely dried down, apply the highlight, and you will see it intensify that much more into a sort of metallicized finish. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking she's gonna say the new Chrome Metallic Highlight from Maybelline is a dupe, and while it is, I have something that's even more affordable for you guys. And it's also from Maybelline. This is the single eyeshadow from the Expert Wear line from Maybelline, and this one is called the Glow Down, and they are so incredibly comparable. I'm going to insert a swatch right now so you can definitely see how incredibly identical they are. This is $3, this is 20 something. Go to your drugstore. Alright, so I found a really good dupe for an expensive, or rather pricey, concealer. So the pricey version is the Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer from their Naked Skin line. This is a really great concealer. It gives you that coverage. I think this was the most hyped about concealer on YouTube before the Tarte Shape Tape came out. I still love it. I think it's a great product, but it's that $20-some price range again. So I found something that is identical in coverage, but is at least half, if not a little less than half of the price. And that is the more newly released Infallible Pro Glow Concealer from L'Oreal. And I even found that not only are they identical in the amount of coverage, in the way that they apply, in the way that they wear, in the way that they last, but they're almost nearly identical in the two shades that I picked up. The one I own from Urban Decay is in Light Neutral, and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in #1 Classic Ivory, but the similarities don't end just there. They also have nearly identical applicators. When you open up the L'Oreal one, you will notice that you have a very flattened kind of doe foot applicator. It's very skinny. It's almost like you took a doe foot applicator and kind of smushed it down, flattened it down. And the Urban Decay one has the exact same look to it. And again, I'll insert some close-ups so you guys can see this a little bit better, but it's the exact same applicators. L'Oreal was taking some notes when they created this concealer. They were copying Urban Decay. I firmly believe that because they're so identical, and this one is so much more affordable. I love both. We'll continue to use up the Urban Decay one until I finish it, but once I do, I will probably be repurchasing the Infallible because it's the exact same thing. And I was just so impressed to find something at the drugstore that was basically its twin sister for less than half the price. Of course I had to mention and share it with you guys. And then winding down to the very last product, I have something that is supposed to illuminate under that brow bone, highlight in the inner tear duct, and best of all, line that waterline to kind of brighten and open up and create a larger looking eye. You really want your eye makeup to pop. Line a nude liner right in there and it will just open up your eyes and just make everything pop. The high-end version is the Highbrow from Benefit. This has been one of my holy grails for a really long time. I love to use it for so many things. It's a multi-purpose product because, again, like I said, it highlights the brow bone, it highlights in the inner tear duct, highlights the waterline. It just does so much. You can use it as a reverse lip liner so you don't get any feathering and just kind of blend it down carefully and then lip line over it. works amazing. But again, another product that's over $20, I believe. Not quite sure on the price, but I do know it's much, much pricier than the drugstore dupe. And from the drugstore, I have for you the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. It's the exact same product you'll see in the swatch. Both colors swatch exactly the same, and it's the same thing. It's $3.99. It is so incredibly affordable. You can probably buy 4 or 5 of these for the price of the Benefit one, and I was impressed. For $3.99, this pencil is so creamy. It easily lined that inner waterline and just did such a great job blending out as well, and then it sets and it'll stay. $3.99, guys. Save your money. Skip the Benefit. Even if you love the Benefit, I say skip it, because this one is the exact same thing. These are not fraternal twins. These are identical twins. They are just the same thing in different packaging with a different brand name. Spend the $3.99, save the 20-some plus dollars. At least that's what I say. So we're finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this drugstore dupes. It came in my mind. I was just thinking, what can I film for the next week? And then I thought, well, I've been playing with that Wet n Wild highlighter pencil. I applied one on one eye, one on the other, and realized they were identical, and I thought, do I have anything else? I went through my collection, came up with 7 things, and bam, I had a video. Perfect. If you have any requests for the next video for me to film, please let me know. I think I'm going to film an empties. It will be a lot of Bath & Body Works products, because I've noticed I've gone through a lot of Bath & Body Works things lately, but I will have some other empties as well, kind of mixed in. But after that, I don't know what I'm going to film, so let me know if you have any special requests, anything you want to see. If I can, I definitely will. Let me know, just let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. And that is the newly released Voluminous Lash Paradise from Mascara. I'd rather not spend that $20 and spend $7 or $8.